All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Simulation Thursday. Um, I know I wasn't on last week because two things. One, I was out of town, and two, it was Thanksgiving here in the U.S., so I took the night off. Didn't have the equipment to stream anyway, but we're back again tonight. I think I'll be around next week too, and maybe the week after, but then the second half of December is going to get a little hairy because we're going to be moving, so we'll see what happens there. But for the meantime, we're here. It's been a little bit since we played. I've built up my expertise on the game, so I got a little bit smarter about stuff. I played offline for quite some time. um, it's been a lot of fun. It's this game actually. I spent a lot more time playing traveling, believe it or not, which is funny because I say I don't want to stream then, but I've been playing this a lot more when traveling than just at home. It's been a great pastime. But a lot has changed recently. There's been an update, more like recent as in like a month ago, maybe it came out, or maybe two at this point. But there's a new IT expansion pack that came free with the game in a recent update, and there's a lot of new content. There's a whole new game mode there, a couple new um, maps or rooms, I guess, that you can work out of workshops. There we go. Uh, so we're going to start tonight by actually doing something I think is pretty fun. I'm going to build my own PC as close as I can to what I have IRL. It's a 2018 PC it's when I built it anyway, so it's a few generations old on the CPU, which is kind of funny to say because those get updated every year. So it's not going to be the latest, obviously, but it's a lot of fun to build stuff like this. This is a really crazy case they're showing here. But we're going to start with that. And then we're going to check out the IT expansion some. But to start, let's go ahead into free build. Yes, it's going to overwrite the existing free build autosave. It scared me at first when I saw this because I thought it was going to erase everything. So there's a whole bunch of different workshops you could get if you do get the purchased DLC for these expansions. Of course, there's the original that we've been playing on the past few or couple episodes. And then there is supposed to be an arrow. Maybe I click down here. Back. Go forward. No. I was just there. Why is it not working now? Huh. What the heck? New game. Um. Well, that's funny. What happens if I load? I got two places. Oh, they're both auto. Interesting. Well, how does that work? Is that... Oh, that's weird. I have two autosaves. It says it overwrites the autosave. How does it know which one to overwrite, first of all? Second of all, I can't advance the menu. What the heck? I might have to restart the game because it was just working. I just tested it. Alright, we're just going to restart. Hang on a second. Hang on, we're coming back in. Wait for it. Okay, let's try again. We were syncing with the cloud. Alright, try this again. New game. Yeah, see, this arrow wasn't lit up for some reason. I found a bug. I don't know how to report it though. I'm sure someone has. Anyway, the IT expansion down here is actually a free expansion to the game. I've actually played the game mode on this, and I recently expanded to this workshop. We're actually going to go to this one because I don't have this one in the career mode I've been doing with IT expansion, so I thought it'd be kind of fun to play around in. So for free build here, we're going to be building my own PC because it has the exact case. A lot of the components they actually have in the game, which is awesome. There's just so many different parts. Like it covers so many different manufacturers. It's incredible for the base game even too. I guess the other expansions give you some maybe additional cases that are branded like EVGA. I mean, there's already some of those in the game already, so I'm not exactly sure what all you get from the paid expansions, but they're out there too. So anyway, we're in Free build mode, where you can build PCs using all the current parts included in the game. All parts can be found in your inventory, which can be accessed through the shelving or by pressing I. We recommend you play career mode first to get a feel for the controls. So yeah, this is I guess like the end game office for IT expansion of the three that you get to choose from. Um, oh, they do have the printer in here too. Page boy color. Yes. It's actually a thing in the career mode, as we'll find out. Anyway, yeah, we don't have any pieces in storage because we're starting fresh. What's this over here? This just says free build, I guess. Yeah. I like how they have the greenery outside. It actually feels like you're in a place, because the other maps, it's just like you can't see anything outside the windows. So you can kind of get a feel of where you're at here. It's kind of cool. The calendar is not going to have anything on it in free build. But the coolest feature of this map is, of course, the shelving here of some office supplies. So you come up here and grab your office supplies, and then you take your ride down. Woo! That's the best part of this map. All right, so they do start us out with some funky cases here. Wish they didn't do that, honestly, because now I gotta like figure out where to put all this stuff. This out of the way. We'll build out here with a nice window view. How about that? All right, so to start, I gotta find my case, which is a Fractal Design R5. Fine. They have all of the variants in here, which is insane. Wait a minute, is it R5 or is it R6? Actually, I think it's R6. It should be R6 black tempered glass. Fine, R6 blackout tempered glass. There it is. That's funny. I think I have the R4. They don't have the R4 in here. They have the R5, which is very close to the R4. I think this only has a partial glass window like the R4. That's the case I had before, what I have now, and actually that was a plastic window, I think. But the new one's tempered glass, which apparently is really high pressure. Like it's really under a lot of tension, those glass panes. Never really noticed or realized that until I watched a video on YouTube by Gamers Nexus. If you're ever interested, they are awesome. Check them out. They do some really in-depth PC building, PC related, DIY kind of themed videos where they talk about the latest hardware, and they do all kinds of tests around performance and heat and all that good stuff. We're going to speed things up a little bit, so I'm actually going to enable all of the fun stuff, auto connect tool, or we're going to skip through all the manual stuff, I should say. Quick stuff, auto standoff tool, faster installation upgrade, auto screw, auto cable, we're doing all that good stuff. All right, so that means all I have to do is click and hold once, and that sucker comes right off. So yeah, this is the exact case I have in real life, which is pretty cool. Let's just go ahead and get this puppy taken apart so we can get building here. But yeah, this is the same case that I have. It's kind of freaky. It's got the fans. I actually, I have an interesting setup. So I have a radiator up front, as we'll see when we build. I got way more fans in here. I'm actually going to pull these out because I'm actually not sure if the Noctuas are in here, because I actually upgraded my case recently with Noctua fans. I used to use the Fractals, which were okay. But they didn't move as much air as I wanted them to move. And the Noctuas do a lot more, I think, for the same decibel level. So they can also move a lot more air if you turn them up, but boy, you can tell whenever they get turned up. So if I want to open this panel, I got to remove all of these drive bays. So in my actual case, in my build, I actually have this removed for airflow because I have a radiator up front here, and I don't need that all these hard drives. I have solid state. I have one hard drive. Everything else is solid state. So we're gonna get rid of all this good stuff here. Yeah. All right. Now that pretty much everything is you can open and close this. So I guess mine's like that. Oh, and then you can put the beauty panel back on, actually. Let's do that. I think that's how I did in my case. Beauty panel, yeah. Yeah. That's kind of like what it is. So I have it nice and open for airflow. because it is actually pretty restricted as is in terms of airflow, you know, off the bat. So I have the cage removed on mine to get that airflow through the front. All right, the next thing is the board, and let's see if they have it. I think they do. Uh, Maximus X Hero. They do. This is literally my board. It's the Asus ROG Maximus X Hero Wi-Fi AC. It's even the Wi-Fi edition. It's a Z370 chipset, 1151 Coffee Lake. That's the. I got an 8700K, so that's a Coffee Lake chip. So we got to throw this sucker in there. It's compatible. It's so funny. This is literally my motherboard. They just happen to have it. They have a lot of Asus parts in here. Next is a lot easier to find, the 8700K. This bad boy right here. Still doing pretty darn good for a 3-year-old CPU. 6 cores, 12 threads. Let's get that little dab on there. Oop. Now I gotta find the cooler. Let's put the memory on first, actually. Let's do that. Let's see. So it's G-Skill, Ripjaws, I think 5? 4? Maybe it's 4. Yeah, it must be 4. I have like the gray ones. Oh, they don't have the gray ones. That's right. So this is gonna be really close. I think I have Ripjaws 4. Maybe I have 5. But this is the speed. This is the capacity I have. So I got 4 modules in here. I started out with 16 gigs, 8x2. Then I got a second kit for pretty cheap, back when RAM wasn't so bad, when it was on the low side. So I do have 32 gigs in my current system. Honestly, I don't know if it helps that much compared to 16 gigs for what I use my PC for, but I was like, wow, that was a pretty cheap opportunity to double my RAM, so I did. Let's see if they have the cooler. They do. And this is actually the exact cooler as well that I have. I have the Corsair H115i Pro RGB 280mm rad. So we're gonna stick this puppy right in there if I can. There we go. Yeah, that's how I have it mounted too on the front. I have a front mount. Oh yeah. So I don't think I could change the fans out. I actually recently put in Noctuas on the radiator as well. I was trying to get something that was a little bit quieter because these Corsair fans aren't the quietest. At least from my experience, they're not bad. I still have them in the closet, but I have Noctuas here, and I actually have 2 fans down here. So I have 4 intake, but I figured there was reduced intake because of the radiator fins, and I have a single exhaust on my PC. So super high positive intake, trying to keep the dust out. I think it's been doing a pretty good job. But yeah, that's pretty much that's the guts. We didn't put the card in yet. Beautiful. It still has me labeled as Ghost Smashers. Uh-oh. Thanks, Flip Flop. Oh, why did it do that? Oh, you know why? It's because I started up Slobs after or before I changed the title, so thank you. How you doing, Flip Flop? Man, I had a good title too. I can't remember it. My own PC. There we go. I wish that Slobs didn't do that. Let's try that. Cool. Bits and pieces of a presentation as due tomorrow. Nice. And playing Warframe. Cool, cool. I still need to do those missions that are single player. All right, where was I? What do we got for cables? Plain black, I think would be pretty close to what I got. Let's slap the video card in. Which ones am I gonna need? I'm gonna need this top two, I think. Oh wait, that one, I think, and that one. It's a chunky boy. 3080 Asus. Oh, that's right. They don't have the Strix. What do they have for the Strix? 3090. You know what? I'm going to actually throw it in the 3090. I actually have the 3080, but the Strix looks very different from the Tough model, in my opinion. So I'm going to throw this bad boy in just for the aesthetic. Come on. Let me. Come on. There we go. Is it only a 2-slotter? Check that out. It's 3 slots on the card, but 2 on the panel. Yeah. Here, let's throw that right there. Yeah. Look at that beauty. All right, so that's the guts. Those are the core components. Now we got to worry about fans and storage. Let's do storage first. Oh wait, no, I shouldn't have put the card in first, actually. Hang on, undo. Because I got to put the NVMe in. I actually have one here. Oh no, you're telling me the cooler's in the way of that? Oh, come on. The event comes out on the 15th. I'll have to come back to the cooler. Okay. I have to move that out of the way because of that. What do we have for storage? 1 terabyte. What's my brand? Samsung. Of course, Samsung's isn't in here, so. What's the next best thing I can throw in there? It's gonna fit. These have heat sinks. I don't think they're gonna fit underneath the. I mean, they might. They all have heat sinks. Jeez. I mean, XPG looks pretty slim. Let's try it. Let's see if it'll fit. No, no, it won't fit with the heatsink. That will though, right? Can't fit. Nope, that won't work. Okay. A data it is. Oh, it's so slow though. It's like, how fast is my? Whatever. Actually, this is inaccurate. I have a 500 meg here, or 500 gig. Jeez, it would be really bad if I had a 500 meg sitting there. Kingston or Kingston? Let's put it in this one. So I have a 0.5 terabyte there. I actually have a second one that's a terabyte. Which we'll put down here. Okay. Let's just handle the rest of the storage while we're hanging out back here. And I have a spin drive. It actually is really close to this one. Seagate Barracuda. I slapped that right there. I actually had problems with that, with vibrations of it. I think I got it fixed though. Then I got a, let's see. Right on my screen over here. Let's see, what else do I got? I got a 0.5 terabyte SATA drive. Just gonna be one of these, I guess. This one, why not? And I also have a terabyte down here. SATA. So I'm gonna slap that in there too. SSD. Oh, they have a gigabyte. Oh, that's gigabyte. 1 terabyte. 500. Gigabyte. Gigabyte. 256. Oh, it's 512. Okay, that's actually probably what it is, now that I think of it. So we're gonna remove this one because I don't like it. I'm gonna put the gigabyte in just to match. Yeah, there it is. That's pretty much exactly how I have the storage on the back. I'm actually gonna redo these though, because I just realized that I could put it in 512. M.2, 512. What do we got for choices here? Can I fit the auras? Oh, there's a gigabyte. Let's just put gigabyte. If I didn't go with Samsung, I'd probably have gone with gigabyte. But my storage is almost exclusively, well, it is exclusively for solid state Samsung. Let's see. What else we got for M.2 with gigabyte? That's it for the, all right, so we can't do that. I keep typing gigabyte, but we want 1 terabyte, M.2. I could put a cool one down there like Corsair. Fit that? Yeah, it will. All right. So it's going to be my PC with slightly better hardware. Trying to get it as close as I can, though. I'm actually building my PC, yes, sir. As close as I can, with some caveats, like the storage. But so far, other than slight branding differences in the storage, I'm getting it pretty damn close. Actually, it's the same board, the same case, the exact board and case, exact CPU, which is not hard. The GPU, though, the thing is, I have a 3080, but the Strix is, they don't have the 3080 Strix. They only have the 3090 Strix, so we're gonna bump that up in here. One can dream. Honestly, the 3090, you're paying a shit ton more money for something that's like maybe 10% faster. Like the gains are just not worth it at that point. But anyway, at least not for what I would use it for. I got really lucky early on. I got a 3080 back in February. I actually managed to get two. I got an EVGA, and it wasn't exactly the one I wanted to get. And my coworker, I sold it to my coworker when I got the Asus card, which is what I really wanted because my 1080 was an Asus, and I absolutely loved it. And I wanted to pair it with an Asus board. So yeah, I've had it. I got it before it got stupid crazy. It went up in price once before I got it, but it's gone up a couple times since, I think. It's crazy. Crazy stuff. But this is also the cooler that I have. Yeah, it's H115i Pro RGB. I have it front mounted. I actually have different fans on it right now than the stock ones. We're gonna try to throw, what do we have for fans? I highly doubt Noctua was in here. Yeah. So we're just gonna put the fractals in. Actually, so I have two of them down here. I have an interesting setup. Super positive airflow, positive pressure. So I got one fan exhausting, and actually these two are intaking, and so are these two. I don't think I could choose a direction of this in the game. Yeah, no, sorry, I don't have one laying around, man. Yeah, I made sure I had someone lined up before I bought the second one. I guess in the market it wouldn't have been a big deal, but yeah, I only have one right now. I have my 1080 still in the closet as a backup, but thinking about selling it. Get a few $100. All right, now I need an 850. I think mine is in here. Sort of. Yes, this one. This is it. TX 850M semi-modular Corsair. 850 water. This is my exact. That's my exact power supply. It looks, wow, that texture is something on it though. Let's get the cover back on. I guess can't because this is plugged in. Okay. Actually, I think that's just about it then. Did I do it all? We got the storage. Oh yeah. Cooling fans. Yeah, that's it. You're planning on doing an installment plan for 3070 Ti because even though it's only slightly better, it'll have better cooling. Yeah, the cooling does help a lot. I mean, that was one of the reasons I actually left the EVGA card. It was an XC3, which has a tighter, thinner cooler than I tell you that this this is a chonker. This thing, it runs like in the 60s pretty much all the time for me. Like when on my top end was loaded, it peaks at maybe 70. I've gotten it up to maybe 75. I had to really push it though. Like that's like benching. It's hard to. It has one hell of a cooler on it. It's a chonky boy. I gotta figure out how to move it though. I'm a little worried. Maybe I'll just take the card out, ship it separately with than the PC itself. Break anything. I don't trust the movers with it. Um, yeah, let's put this back together. This is everything. Got the power supply in, got the storage in, video card, memory, CPU. It's all there. Install the dust filter. Dust filters are nice on this too. I absolutely love those. Those filters. Super convenient. Keep stuff clean. What else did I removed all the drive bays. I actually technically have an optical drive up here, which I used literally like once. So I don't know why I still have it there. I might consider pulling that out. It's in there though in case I want it. You know, in like 5 years when I reinstall Windows 7 or something. Let's see, side panel. Yeah, AMD does tend to run hotter. That's true. It's expected. There you go. So this is my PC. I guess you can, yeah, they allow you to do that. So if I really wanted more ventilation, if heat were a problem, I could pull that off. But I actually kind of use it as a shelf right now for my VR stuff. So that sits up there like that. I wanted it closed for acoustics anyway. Junction temps of 92. I'm afraid to look at my T junction temps. Those are probably at least 5, 10 hotter than that's supposed to be white, not blue. Yeah. Um the NVIDIA memory and junction temps are definitely, they hide you. They hide those from you. I need to put an OS on here. Oh yeah. Yes. Oh yeah. That's so loud. It's always been so loud. I'm gonna mess with the RGB. This strip down here along the GPU though, in real life, I have it set up to like scroll with the rainbow color. And it's also like a pale rainbow. It's not like straight up like this. Can I do that? Ramp? What does that do? It just ramps like that. Okay. Or you just make it nice and clean. Give it like a cyberpunk look, maybe? I actually have different theme lights for different games. Yeah. Look at that. Very nice. My temperatures aren't that low though, but I am overclocking, so. Retail value 4,000. Well, that's because it has the 3090 in it. I'm sure that doesn't help. All right. Cool. All right. So that was the first part of this. I was actually going to move into a career mode for IT expansion. Check it out. Let's do that. Save this off. Let's see. Save game. New save game. Rebuild. Or and main menu. Alright, so the other thing I wanted to show off tonight is the IT expansion, which is a different career mode than the shop. So instead of being like an independent shop owner, you are like an employee that just repairs corporate PCs. But they're not like boring corporate PCs. They're like all like custom builds, which is really interesting. It's an interesting combo. Let's get into it though. I already have a save that's not auto, so let's just jump right into it. IT expansion. All right. Welcome to IT expansion. You are now an IT support contractor for Iratech Corporation. I can relate. Have you played PC Building Simulator before? Yes. All right. Gameplay settings. We don't want free postage. Cash injection. No. Reward boost. Nah. Show hidden objectives. Ah, that would be an interesting one to do, but no, we'll keep it challenging. They slip some extra stuff in there that you should do with some of the PCs that is implied in the messages, so we'll keep it challenging. And then we don't need a tutor. So Eartech has already set up your workshop PC. Let's get to work. Move the mouse over the screen and left click to use the computer and open the email app. Right. All right. You can actually maximize Windows now too, which wasn't a thing before. Congratulations on your new job. You're joining us at a very exciting time. I'm Ira T. Elster, and I started this company with nothing but a dream. Is that supposed to be punny? Started with nothing but a dream, a robust work ethic, and a 13.6 million in seed capital from my father. But just a few years later, we're changing the industry with a bold, fresh approach that leading market analysts have called alarming. I'm proud of everything I've built here, and I'm so glad you've decided to join us on our journey. Iratech may be a large company, but I take a deep personal interest in the people we work with, and I can't wait to see you thrive in your new role as, don't forget to put the job here. But enough from me. I bet you can't wait to get started. The details of your position are included below. Role, IT support technician, contract external. Description and salary. Work will be assigned to you by Iratech Corporation staff via your internal IT ticketing system, Ticket. You will be paid for every ticket you complete, dependent on the tasks involved. Shipping and travel. For most jobs, Iratech will ship the computer to your workshop. Where this is not possible, you'll be required to travel off-site. Please note that lunch will not be provided. Performance review. Staff will submit feedback on every ticket you complete, rating their satisfaction with your work. It's not stressful. It's an exciting professional development opportunity. Wait. Shared resources. Due to previous incidents, Iratech has been forced to centralize printing resources in a single secure location, your workshop. Staff will need to use this printer, so please keep it in working order. Clocking out. At the end of the day, make sure to exit through the door provided. Do not attempt to leave the workshop via the windows. Powered by Bamboozle HR. Once again, congratulations on joining this fast-growing, dynamic company. I look forward to working with you. Ira T. Elster. Founder, Iratech Corporation. Recipient of Gold Sustainability Certificate, self-assessed. Winner, Tech Farce's Best Places to Work Awards. Top 30 companies experiencing unsustainable growth. Biz Spy Market Watch. Alright, fun stuff. Alright. Natalia Graves at Iratech. Fresh meat. You're the new IT tech, right? Hope you last longer than the last guy. It's a real shame what happened to him. ... I'm Natalia. I work nights. Same job as you, but darker, quieter, and spookier. That goes for me and the job. It sounds like every job on the market right now. Yeah. Looks like they've given you the workshop next to the main office. Bright and airy doesn't exactly fit my aesthetic, but it works for you, and then if it works for you, then it's all yours. As far as the day-to-day goes, I assure you know what you're doing, but feel free to assign me anything you don't have time for, or that you just plain don't want to do. I won't judge. I know there's only so many times you can explain how to connect to the VPN without wanting to start shoving people into the nearest paper shredder. Besides, I could always use the extra money. Just don't assign me any of the onboarding jobs, okay? You might miss something important, and I've got better things to do other than act like a video game tutorial. One last thing, we use tablets here to manage the workload. It's a lot easier than going back to your computer every time you need to check an email. I'll get one set up for you during my next shift. Should be with you by tomorrow morning. Good luck and try not to go crazy on your first day. Natalia Graves, IT contractor, night shift, Airtech Corporation. All right, Timbo, you know, my great uncle. Good luck. Hey, just want to say good luck on your first day. Airtech seems like they have lots of good ideas and plenty of terrible ones too, but it happens to the best of us. Had to pull a few strings to get that contract for you, but what's family for, eh? I'm sure you'll find some way to return the favor when you can. Speaking of which, I've been cooking up a new business venture that I think you'll find very useful. I'll let you know when it's up and running. All the best, Uncle Tim. Thanks, Uncle Tim. Alright, Matt, welcome at Era Tech. Let's get you onboarded! Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Bet you can't wait to get started, but I've had a bit of an incident. I'll explain in the notes section below. I need you to reinstall Typo, a word processor, boring but necessary, Sellout, we love a good spreadsheet, and Documund Reader for opening PDFs. And could you also uninstall Cookbooks and Datamine? I don't need either of them. Smiley face. Alright. By the way, can you do anything about all this dust? And the notes. I think I'm going to skip those. Alright. So here's what we gotta do. This is our first job. PC can boot to the OS. I sure hope it can. Gotta install Word, Excel, and PDF. Uninstall Datamine and Cookbooks and clean out the dust. Alright, let's just skip over to the PC. Alright, so this is the one on the shelf. There's our exit door for when we panic and need to leave. It's actually a pretty bright, it's a very nice bright room here. Got some skylights. Nice, well-lit workbench. It's not bad. Oh, here's the printer that you may not have to fix occasionally. Is this what you do at your job, Josh? Sometimes. Sometimes I have to do these things. Not really. Not really with the hardware. Alright. Let's just get this dust cleaned out. Alright. Headphone warning. This can get loud. Oh, yeah. Oh. It's so loud. Hurry up, be done. I like how you can hear the loop. Almost done. Almost done. Okay. Am I done? Yeah, I cleaned out the dust. Yeah, it's only some dust, right? That's all it is. I think that's all I had to do. Let's close this bad boy back up. The side panels mysteriously or miraculously got cleaned as well. Fractal design. Nice. This is the Meshify case. I considered getting this at one point, then I was like, it's a little too small for me. And I wanted the tempered glass, so. But the Meshify is a good case too. Alright. Oh, it's so loud. Maybe I could turn that down. They don't give you a lot of options, just sound effects. Cookbooks and Datamine are coming off. Yeah, they must have a really fast drive on here. Install Typo. Sellout. I love the name of these apps. I think that was everything, right? Yes. The man tossed into his basement and sent it over. Yeah, probably. Alright, so it's good to go. Yeah, so you can't actually run these apps. Business secrets, private, .typex, user error, access denied, employees only. I guess they couldn't even use like the Windows file extensions I guess those are copyrighted. Oh. Anyway, so that's it. I think that's our only tutorial job for the day. Collect 5 smiley faces. You're a star. Everything's back and it's clean. So what app did you use to remove the dust in the end? That's a good one. All right, that's it. So one of the nice things about doing this mode is that you don't have to pay for utilities and stuff. So I just leave the computer on, and the lights on, and everything. Come back the next day. Don't have to restart anything. All right. I saw this pop up. Must complete job. This should be your top priority. All right. I have a tablet now. Good morning, sunshine. From Natalia Graves' Night Shift. How was your first day as part of the Iratic family? I kid. Honestly, I felt gross just typing that. I swung by during my shift last night and dropped off your new tablet. I assume you've found it already. Yeah, I guess so. The most important app is Ticket. Whenever anyone reports an IT issue, it gets added to Ticket so we can figure out how to deal with it. You can drag tickets into different columns, change the order they're in, set priorities, etc., whatever works best for you. Completed tickets get cleared at the end of the day. If you get swamped or you get a ticket you really don't want to deal with it, drag it into the night shift column and I'll handle it. Pretty useful, right? So just don't forget to check your emails occasionally too. I'd hate for you to miss out on your company's newsletters. Talia Graves. Work in the graveyard. All right. Ira, oh, isn't this like the CEO? Ira T. Elster, yeah. Requesting an urgent fix for my computer. The power supply seems to have shorted out. Nice. I also strongly suggest you upgrade the available memory to 16 gigs. I'll leave it to your discretion, but I can't promise it won't come up in your next performance review. I love the emails in this game. It's like my favorite part of the story mode. If you want to call it that. A career mode, I guess. Deadline required by January 7th. Notes, I realize you only just started here, but I created this company. I'm not about to sit and twiddle my thumbs with those saps in HR pedal, or while those saps in HR pedal their orientation and important safety notice nonsense. Every minute I go without my computer, Airtech is losing money. It could have been simple wear and tear, a faulty component, or it could have been the Venti Americano I dropped on it this morning. It's impossible to say. Yeah, I guess so, huh? Whatever the cause, the fate of the entire company is now in your hands. Get this right and you'll be in my good books. I may even mention you in the company newsletter. Right, I think we should probably do that. Go to BC. This is exactly like every job with the performance review. Yeah. Oh, look, it's such a cute little case. Alright, so I gotta replace the power supply. I gotta figure out what it has. It has a Corsair 550 bronze. I guess we're gonna replace like for like. I'm just gonna tear this all down. Let's rip this out. Now we gotta get all the cables off. Let's see. That's weird. Oh, is that cable not being used? And ITX cases are such a pain in the butt to work with. All right, so that's the 550, right? Corsair bronze 550. So we'll go to our tablet. Bronze 550. Add to cart. Actually, V2. Why don't we go with the V2 even fancier? Same price. Nice. 16 gigs of RAM, I think they said as well. Right, in the the really nice email they sent. PC stats. So what does it have for memory? Viper 8 gig, 3000 megahertz. Viper 3000. Great. All right, what is it? So many variants. Ticket. There we go. It's the Viper Steel 8 gigs. Viper Steel series. Hang on. I'm gonna get it down. I'll figure it out. 8 gigs. There we go. Yeah, I have a friend who has one too, and like they really they love it, but like they had to like like take a hacksaw to it in some places, you know, to mod it to like get some parts to fit. And I was like, why? I mean, maybe if you want to like, I don't know, like carry it around or something to like LAN parties, maybe. Yeah, it might be helpful. But like, it's such a pain in the butt to work on. Like, I'd rather have the bigger case. Not to mention, it's so compacted. All that heat is just, where is it going? But anyway, uh, yeah, I think it's weird. But hey, to each their own, right? So Matt, oh yeah, this is our HR guy. Been trying to find the docs for your onboarding, but my drive is so cluttered. Would you install Clean It Pro and give it a once over for me? Didn't I just send this back yesterday? This is the same guy, right? And I've got some forms to print off, but the printer isn't working. Uh-oh. Maybe you should look into it. Probably a paper jam, or maybe it needs restarting. If it still doesn't work after that, I usually just hit it. Ha ha ha, smiley face. You might want to run a virus scan too. I accidentally visited a website that was very not safe for work. I don't understand why there's this notes section. It's like almost the same stuff. Oh, here's a funny thing. Oh, about that virus, I was trying to download the forms I need from the Bamboozle HR website, but I must have made a typo. Next thing I know, my computer's downloading free trial videos from a website called Bimbos HD. I can't have this up in my browser history. I had a clean record. I don't even like that stuff. Oh, that's funny. All right. All right, Clean It Pro. I think it's just software stuff that we got to deal with this. Right. For some reason, I can't click the power button in this case specifically. All right, we need to install the virus scanner. Tisk, tisk, tisk. And was there anything else? Because I don't want to have to sit and wait for this thing to reinstall. Was. All right, the printer. Hang on, the printer. Oh, let's get this thing restarted. Printer. All right. I'm actually gonna skip the power and do the more fun thing. This printer is shared between everyone at AirTech, and it's your job to keep it running. If it stops working, try turning it off and on again. No luck? Click the area above the printer to try percussive maintenance. Yes. Okay, fine. I'll turn. Perfect. Wait. Such a funny side task. Oh, I forgot to install Clean It. That's right. Oops. Do I want to restart? No, because I'm just going to run the virus scanner first. Do people still run LAN parties? Yes. Not nearly like they used to, but I'm pretty sure they're still a thing. Oh yes, look at these infected files. 423. Clean those bad boys up and restart. Jeez, that's loud. Oh yeah, clean that PC. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Cleanup complete. Alright, so we're done with this boy. Put him here. Collect 5 stars. Thank you. Give me time to get these forms straightened out, and then I'll book you in for your first onboarding session. Exciting! Exclamation. Alright, this guy I need to put the order in. So we got the memory and we got the power supply that needs replaced. Next day delivery for 30 bucks. I usually always do that. Then that's it for the day. This card. Should give the task for the boss to the night shift. Alright, we got our delivery, we got more jobs. I like how there's always the same number of boxes no matter how much stuff I actually get. Alright, let's just fix this up before we deal with the incoming stuff. Power supplies. We'll get rid of the broken one. We'll stick this one in. Ah, it's so satisfying having everything just connect like that. You know, I didn't even check to see if this would fit a second memory module. Thank goodness it does. Gotta get that dual channel for performance. Right. The side panel on, maybe? Top panel first? Then the side panel? Side panel. Boot. So I can press the button on that case. Alright. So this one's done. The boss's tiny computer. Oh. Right. Let's collect 5 stars. Now that's the kind of efficiency and dedication I like to see. Keep it up and you'll do well here. Thank you. Alright. Oh, it's our IT guy again. Ugh, okay, I just need you to install an image editor for me. Mugshot CC. And then I promise I can start your onboarding. My computer might need an upgrade to meet the minimum specs the IT support onboarding docs say you can use. Will it run? To check. The processor's probably fine because the last IT guy upgraded it, but I don't know about the graphics card. Also, the printer's being a total PETA again. It's not urgent, but got it working last time. Oh, I know how to fix this. There you go. Done. Alright, let's see what's going on with this guy. Thankfully it's not covered in dust immediately again. What's this? So we're looking for mugshot. And, what was the other one? I want to see, will it run? I could have sold the old one and replaced it with a 16 gig, but there actually is a significant amount of performance improvement when you go dual channel. With 2 sticks of memory over 1. That's why when you install 2 gigs in a 4-slot motherboard, you want to make sure you get the right ones so that they're on their own channel. Let's see. Will it run? Bugshot. Will it run Euro Truck Simulator? Yes, but it won't run at recommended spec. It's funny. All the Office apps and the games are in the same. Ah, it needs a 1050 Ti. And we have an RX 560. Get a 1050 Ti in there then. Uh, 1050 Ti. Let's see, for the money, 165, 155 or 165, there's a 160. I mean, for 10 bucks more, you're getting more core frequency. Let's go with the Zotac. Zotac. Put the next, I always do next day to keep things moving. Alright, we can still install it. Actually, I think I did. Yeah. We just need that graphics card in it. Let's see what else we got going on here. So that's the only thing I need for him, I think. I'm gonna put that under blocked. Alright, Catherine, what's going on, Catherine? I'm trying to work and this PC keeps letting me down. Here's what I'm thinking. Is there some way you can make my network connection a bit faster? I'd appreciate it. Finally, I think I downloaded a virus. Oops. Good luck with that, haha. I love the emails so much. I've got some other little issues too. Like, it'd be good if you ran clean it as well, please. Thanks in advance. So we have to run blinked network analysis, remove the viruses, and do this thing that's not mentioned. It's all software stuff. That's pretty easy. Go to PC. Shouldn't need any hardware here. Give them a 3090. They actually do get upset if you like cost them a shit ton of money. Because apparently it comes out of their pocket even though they're another employee. Even though it's coming out of mine. Well, I guess it gets charged back to them. I don't know. But they don't like it. Why am I taking this apart? I don't need to take this apart. I just want to get my hands in there. Yes. You know, power. Yep. It's just in case. Oh, this is a ROG certified case, is it? But it's not an ASUS case, I don't think. What's this? Oh, Lee and Lee. All right. 011 Dynamic. This case is so popular for custom builds for some reason. Honestly, I don't know why. I mean, it looks like it's got some aesthetic to it. All the ports are lined up on one side. It's got room. I think you can put like you can side mount the radiator here. I've seen what a lot of people do with this case on like subreddits is put a rad here, put fans here, and here, and like back here. Like nothing on the front. The front doesn't have any vents. It's just an aesthetically pleasing PC is the big thing of it, I think. Dab. Permission denied. Right. Virus scanner. No on the restart. Blinked. And clean it. What was the other one? Pro. Not just clean it. Clean it real good. Like a pro. Alright, we'll restart after that third one. We'll pick up this one. That needs upgraded. Let's throw this on the bench. It's a nice case too. What is this? FSP. Huh. Alright. Scan for viruses. Yeah, there it is. Files. Clean it pro. And we'll run Blink at the same time because we can multitask. Look at that. Yeah, we're doing work. We're doing work. Fix the network. Fix it. Fix it. Step complete. Connection established. Only were that easy. What else am I missing? That's it. Yeah. Put down. It's a beautiful case. I like the case on that. I do like the Lee and Lee. It's kind of expensive. So is Fractal Design though. I like Fractal Design a little bit more. You have a Fantex Eclipse P400 you got off of Cyberpower. Nice, nice. All right. Let's do this one real quick. Then we're gonna actually jump to our next game. We're getting to that point here. So let's collect that. Got the 5 stars or the 5 smileys, and this needs. I demand 16 gigs of RAM. Need to get a virus scan running on it too, I guess. Upgraded 16 gigs of RAM. It has T-Force 8 gigs in there. Nighthawk. Red LED. Right. Mail shop T-Force. LED 8. Nighthawk. Red LED 8 gigs. What was the speed again? 8 gigs 3200. 8 gigs, 3200. T-Force Hawk, Red LED. Nighthawk, Red LED, 8 gigs, 3200. That's it. Add to the cart. Alright. Alright. I think those are the only things I needed to buy, so let's go to the shop and let's buy for next day delivery, and we'll take care of the other stuff later on. Let's go clean up our emails here. Got that one. So these two are the ones that are waiting. All right. So we're actually gonna leave it here for now. We got our parts ordered. We're gonna move to the next day for next time. See if I remember to not jump ahead. I actually have another career going right now, so we can save this one. So let's save it as new save game. Welp Squad TV. IT expansion. There you go. I haven't been giving them names. I've been being lazy, so. All right, we're going to jump over to the next game. We're going to do a little bit of SnowRunner. So, yeah, Ben and I are going to do a little bit of co-op SnowRunner here. Hopefully, here in a couple minutes, we got to get it going. So, without further ado, we're going to get off here and head over there. So I'm going to shut the stream down just for a couple minutes, flip-flop. We'll get it back up with the other game.